This is one of the most popular wrecks, technical wrecks, in the 50-meter range. So lots of technical divers, either during their training or just after, will visit this wreck. It's very close to where the boat leaves. As you can see, amazing weather. Here, with the help of Antonis, getting the shot line in the water. This is the wreck. We can see it. It's 51.6 meters, which is spot on. And yeah, as you can see, the conditions are amazing. So we're on the wreck now. Unfortunately, the footage of us descending the line got all messed up. I don't know why. It's twice the speed. Anyway, on the wreck, you can see Stelios is following me, and we're heading towards the bow section of the ship. So a bit of information on the wreck. She lies in the Saronic Gulf, off the coast of Faliro, on a sandy seabed, and the wreck is between 35, the shallowest, and 52 meters, which is the deepest part. She's been on the bottom for nearly 50 years now. Pilaros was a timber freighter built in 1954 in the Polish shipyards of Gdynia. Close to 60 meters of working steel. And as you can see, we're moving from the bow of the ship towards the midsection. So we're gonna move down the ship to reach the bridge. Before we do that, you'll see the huge masts of the ship, which are located in the front section. And just about here, you'll see those huge masts. This is the shot. They're quite imposing, reaching right up towards the surface. And now we head down the deck towards the bridge. The ship's final voyage began in September of 1976 when she left Dubrovnik loaded with timber. She was bound for Tarsus on the Syrian coast. She called at Piraeus to resupply, then slipped back out into the night, but she never really got far. Maneuvering to avoid another vessel, she turned hard to starboard. This sudden movement threw her off balance, and her crew could not bring her back. As she began to roll, they abandoned ship into the dark water. Her captain, Christoforos Toumazatos, sent out the distress call, and private boats and the Coast Guard pulled every person from the sea. An hour and a half later, perhaps two, the ship went down. No lives were lost, only the ship. Yeah, and it's at this point now where you can see the bridge appearing, another mast on top of the bridge. Very nice shot. Actually, it's a very impressive wreck and very close to the shore. It's a great dive, an excellent dive to do. We've actually reached the bridge, and you can see there's curtains of old fishing net draping across the bridge. In fact, there's quite a lot of fishing net draping across her decks, swaying in the current. It's beautiful and haunting all at once. This was our fourth dive on this wreck. The footage here is from May of 26, depending on when you're watching this. So we're moving past the bridge now towards the rear section of the ship. So these are the quarters of the ship. It's, as I say again, really beautiful dive. Lots of schools of fish and life, and there's Stelios, who's having a look through one of the side windows there. I turn my camera and I'm heading back towards the rear of the ship and the propellers. I think it's at this point that yes, Stelios is flashing his light. He's telling me he wants to have a closer look. So I head back, stay a bit closer to him. Probably a bit, actually looking at it now, a bit too far from what I should be, so I'm heading back towards him. He wants to have a sneak peek through that window. And it's at this point I notice he's actually he's signaled to me, and he's working his way towards the stern. So he's coming towards me now. So we'll head towards the stern of the vessel. You can see lots of fishing net draped on the stern. This is also quite an impressive shot. We're actually now, when I turn my camera, the current is behind me, which is going to make for a clearer shot. So usually when the current is in front of you, I'm doing video, it's not going to be as clear. Although it was, considering the location of this wreck, it was pretty decent conditions on this dive. So we're now heading, you can see the propeller. So we're now at the propeller section, sort of beneath the wreck, if you will. You'll see a few cuts here because I actually stopped the video to take a few photographs. So you can see the rudder also, of course, and again, remains from fishing nets hanging off the side. And I believe now we'll head back towards the line. Before we do this, another closer look at the propeller and the rudder, and there she lies. Stelios is already back on the line. You can see the light flashing in the distance. So there's the line, you can see the light. All is good. We'll spend a couple more minutes here, 5 minutes, taking a few photographs and looking around before we head up for our deco. So here I've met up with Stelios and we're deliberating how long to stay. So we'll check out plan. 5 minutes. We're going to stay here for 5 minutes next to the line. Gives me a few minutes to take a few photographs, a couple of shots like this one of the mast on top of the bridge. At this point it's time to head up to the surface. Before doing this, Stelios is checking the line. It's not entangled on the wreck, because of course we've got to get the line back on the boat. And I'll switch off my camera at this point and we start our decompression. Our total bottom time was about 25 minutes, so it wasn't a big dive, it wasn't a long dive. Back on the boat, of course, the task of gathering the line, and that was the dive. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm hoping to do a few more of these, have a ton of footage, approximately 50 wrecks that we've done over the past years. So yeah, catch you in the next one.